Hey there, it's Superfox with Superfox Promotions, and I'm just going to do a quick blog. I didn't tell anybody I'm going to do this tonight, but I just felt I was in the mood because tomorrow night we're going to be doing our Jeff Hanneman tribute. And in order to do that, I wanted to introduce you to my new music correspondent. This is TravisT. So
what's up, guys?
Go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm TravisT. I'm a big music fan. I'm also a musician. And I've witnessed about 3 decades of concerts. That's about 3 different eras of music for the uninitiated. It's a lot of good concerts. And I'm going to be showcasing for you guys a lot of legendary musicians that have passed on, from a lot of different genres, from heavy metal, classic rock, blues, and even pop. So just a who's who of just about anybody you can think of.
Right. Yeah, that's the show that I'm going to be doing, and I decided he would be somebody good to do that with because he has been to a lot of shows. So why don't you talk about one of the better experiences that you've had?
Well, one of the concerts that jumps to mind right away was the Clash of the Titans tour that I caught when I was 19, showing my age there. And
we're all young.
It was Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, and Alice in Chains had just hit the scene back in Seattle, and just an unbelievable show. I remember watching Alice in Chains open the show, and then it was at the Seattle Center Arena, and there was folding chairs laid out on the floor. Seattle.
Okay.
In Seattle, Washington, and after Chains got done, Slayer came up next, and I recognized it was Slayer because they opened up with Hell Awaits. And after Slayer's set was over, all of the folding chairs were piled into a mountain in the middle of the floor. So, good stuff.
That's cool.
And go figure, we're going to be talking about my hero, Jeff Hanneman,
right,
in the premiere of Knockin Music Store, which, I'm stoked about that, obviously. So.
Yeah, I haven't talked too much about that yet, but
good stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, basically what that is, it's a series that I'm going to be going over musicians that have died, and basically I named it Knockin' on a Music Store because each episode is going to go into the life of the musician that we're going to be doing a tribute for. We're going to find out what they've done musically for the band that they're in, or if they're their own musician. We'll be talking about them. Anything that inspirational that they've done. For example, David Bowie did a lot more than just music. I found out, unfortunately, after he died. I personally was not, I liked his music, but I was not a big fan of his. But after he had died, I was finding out so much about him, and I actually wish I had known more about him while he was alive. So that kind of prompted me to decide to go ahead and do this series. So that's what's going on with that.
He was in Labyrinth, by the way.
Yes, he says it all the time.
Can't forget that.
So that'll be the series that I have coming out tomorrow. We're planning on it coming out tomorrow. It actually was supposed to be released on, I believe it was last Sunday.
Which would have been Jeff Hanneman's 52nd birthday.
Right.
January 31st.
And then we did the whole 15-minute thing and then found out there was no sound. So... things you deal with when you do this. So you live and learn. But that'll be coming out, and then after that we'll figure out what musician we're going to do after that. But I'm very excited for that, and I'd love to hear your feedback on this show idea and see what musicians you'd like to see. I know I'm going to hear some people want to hear, I'm sure, Kurt Cobain. Probably some Jimi Hendrix out there are going to want to hear something about that. I know that today we just heard Maurice White, the founder and singer of Earth, Wind & Fire, just died. Now people are getting that confused with the current singer. It's not the current singer. That's the founder. And one thing that I found really respectful of the band is that when he had left the band, even when they were nominated and inducted, they brought him up on stage. So that is respect. That is what a band should do, I believe. I've heard some other bands who don't have that same respect. We're not going to get into that. I just found it respectful when I heard that happen.
Classy.
Anyways, just a quick overview of what's going on. I wanted to introduce you to our new new Superfox Promotions guy here, TravisT.
Glad to be here.
Who's going to be helping us out. You'll probably see him out on the scene with me here and there. I know he's going to be at my birthday bash. So, and there's some big surprises happening for that as well. I know that you heard something going on for that today, some new stuff for that.
More on that later.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So that's it. So stay foxy. I love you guys and have a great night. And tomorrow night, Friday night, should be the episode of Jeff Hanneman. So stay tuned for that. All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.